It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. No more distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down to the 47-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is his ability to be accurate from the pocket.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 38.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Good for 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
An extra point attempt to come here. That's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Jackson. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
Lamar Jackson.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the Ravens strike first at 3's him.
Ravens 10, Panthers 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 28-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40.
That's good. 4.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 10, Panthers 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
28-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Taken down. Right
no luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. What a great weapon. So often such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was brought down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
First and 10 at the 30.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson, and he will find his man on the in route, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Panthers 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So time perhaps for one final. EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger.
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. No gain on the play there, second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 46 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
A gain of 9.
They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Fights through and now a crease. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 22 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
That's good. 4.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's the 40-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Is good.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
6-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this by the 20.
Panthers
23 yards, the final tally. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And again this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
the Ravens on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Derrick Henry. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Henry.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And out of bounds right around the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good. 4.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The running back again, the ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And all the way
down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Now the biggest extra point of this man's life. And it is good, and his guys have taken the lead in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl.
The score, Panthers 49, Ravens 48.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 1. A little over 20 seconds to go. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.